You bastard!
Are you okay? I can give you the 3 million, but you should cut your relationship with Hua Hua and never disturb her again.
Are you being serious?
Chu-Ching, you don't have to.
Don't worry, I will handle this.
No, I can get more. 3 million, isn't it not? It has to be at least 5 million.
Father, you bastard.
Right now, sign a document saying that you ended your father-daughter relationship with her. When it's signed, I will hand you the money.
Not that one. I'm only willing to accept that I won't search for her anymore.
What you are going to write is your problem, but when this night is over and you couldn't sell Wawa, the deal is off.
Okay, I will sign it. Where are the papers? There, I've signed it. Now, where's the money?
There's no need to rush. I will show you something.
Then, Chu-Ching took the glass cup and gave it magical power. The glass cup quickly changed shape like a black sword.
You know how to use magic.
While Hua's father was talking, Chu-Ching threw the sword towards him. The sword quickly hit Hua's father in the face, and he screamed in pain.
I will send the money to your account. But I am warning you, even on your dreams, don't you dare to bother Hua again. Or else I have a lot of ways to torture and silence a person without anyone knowing.
Yes, I'll remember that.
Chu-Ching, those 5 million, I will pay you for sure.
Don't worry, it's just a penny on me.
Hearing that, she was happy and mesmerized to see Chu-King's manliness that drove her father away. Then, without waiting for long, she gave him a kiss and prepared to do the scene for tonight. The night is over. The day has turned into a bright morning. Both of them still clinging to the bed, Chu-Ching started to open her eyes and was exposed to the sunlight from the window. There was Chen Hua with a happy smile, waiting for him to wake up.
Has the sun come out from the west? You actually got up so early.
Hurry up and wash. I have something good for you.
It turns out that before he wakes up, Chen Hua prepares a breakfast of burger buns and white milk to restore his energy. Chu-Ching then sat down and felt reluctant to eat, as he had never been made to eat like that. On the other hand, Chen Hua smilingly wanted to see his reaction when he tasted her cooking.
Why are you suddenly so caring with me?
I don't want to lose you.
You don't need to worry about doing that, just do yourself.
After the meal was over, Chen Hua eagerly washed the dishes and cleaned the dirt in her apartment.
Wawa woke up motivated. My back is aching.
A few seconds later, the phone rang.
Problem solved. That's all.
Thanks for giving me those 5 million. I will return it as possible. I won't forget about it.
Don't need to thank, buddy.
Come to the basketball club after class.
Next, he was walking to the school's basketball court as requested by Tang Ziyan. In the crowded atmosphere, many boys were practicing basketball, but the boys were all unable to play, such as being hit by a falling ball, not being able to catch the ball properly, crying, etc. Seeing all that, Tang Ziyan could only lament and be tired of seeing the behavior of soft men.
Are they playing basket or catching the ball? How will we play like this?
We can't wait until they reach a girl's level. The best from other schools are like that too. Changing subjects, do you remember what you told me the other time? That you had a new medicinal formula?
In my hand, I have the formula that can aid mages on magic upgrading.
Do you trust me? Don't you fear that I will steal the formula and run away with it?
If I tell you that I just want to help you and that I don't care about the money, would you believe me?
Yes, I believe you. I think I really fell in love with you.
Does that mean that you didn't like me before?
Before, I only find you interesting. But now, I will give you something.
Tang Ziyan quickly pulled Chu-King's tie, and she gave him a passionate kiss. While they were enjoying the kiss, suddenly a basketball came towards them. He took a moment to look and easily deflected the basketball. As it turned out, there was someone who didn't like Tang Ziyan's kissing scene. With a bit of style, Chu-Ching showed them the skill of turning the ball with one finger.
It's all your fault. You have a fan club and they won't support seeing us together.
As a punishment, do 50 laps around the court.
The screen changes from day to night in Chu-King's apartment. There he is studying to do problems from school. And on the other side, his mother checks on him. Then his mom sits beside him and wants to do something important.
Chu-Ching, I need to ask you something, and I hope you answer me honestly. Is there any girl you like?
Yes, there is, but why are you asking so suddenly?
It must be a girl from an influential family, right? It's not surprising that the family is helping my company lately. I don't care if you marry the person you love. I don't want to hide anything from you. You met your aunt a few days ago. She is my half-sister. There are 7 or 8 members in our family. My mom, your grandma, married 5 men and had lots of children. So, your second aunt had an accident and is delaying the plans.
Is that so?
But our family isn't going to forfeit that matter. At this moment, I am powerless, so I can't protect you.
Can't you guys be friendly?
Do you want to marry the Changxi and get rid of the wedding? Chu-Ching, do you know the National University?
I do know, not only it's number 1, but it's one of the strongest forces in the country.
Exactly. If you want to get rid of the arranged marriage and build your own destiny, you need to get into that university with that. Chu family wouldn't even try to oppose the university authorities.
Yeah, I will try. The National University is a very special presence in this world, and it is Foundation Circle. It increased lots of resources to the empire. Certainly it has lots of information there. Now I want to know the secrets of that world. The cultivation level of that world is the same as the fairies' world. There are 5 masters of external cultivation building foundation: Danjing, Yuanying, Infant Transformation, and Mahayana. I've been cultivating for 300 years, passing through Mahana Mastery and ascending. I thought I would enter the kingdom of eternity, but I came to this weird world instead. Even though it can't be detected with naked eye, I can feel it. How did this sword change? This is different. But it seems that I went the way named you Rong Dao Yun. If the rust of this sword won't disappear, the consequences are inconceivable. Why should I go this way? If the road's base falls, I will die. I have to find this bowl as fast as possible and hide it before someone else will. Hello?
Chu-Ching, I alerted you multiple times that you should attend the auction tonight. The auction will start now, but you aren't here.
Ah, how did this happen?
The screen changes. In the classroom, there Chu-Ching was reading a message from Jiayu. The message was about the auctions meeting that would be held at 8 p.m. While still waiting for the night, Chu-Ching started to get sleepy and fell asleep in class. When he woke up, he didn't realize what happened before. He could only stare and be silent. At 8 p.m., Chu-Ching went to attend the invitation of Jiayu. He was seen wearing a black jacket and looking cool. And he was looking for something spiritual and made of high-quality materials. Arriving at the Shijin auction house, there were a lot of people wearing high-priced clothes. Meanwhile, Chu-Ching searched for Jiayu and found him chatting with a woman in a red dress. While laughing, the woman patted Jiayu's ass hard. Chu-Ching, who saw that, smiled sarcastically and didn't expect Jiayu to have such a female friend. On the other hand, behind Chu-Ching, there were 3 people talking about Chu-Ching because he was wearing clothes that looked like a poor person. Then they walked over and deliberately nudged Chu-Ching's shoulder. Not only that, they said that the place for poor people is not here.
This is the Jai family's place. Are you the owner of this place? Jai family will lose their image if they know that type of person you are.
How dare you make me that bad face? Don't assume that I can't hit you just because you are a man.
I didn't have any intentions in talking with you. It was you who started it.
The woman's hand bone was broken and she screamed in pain. A male friend saw her screaming in terror and looked for where the security guard was.
Mr. Chu-Ching is a good brother. Trying to shame him is the same as trying to shame me. Both of you, from now on, you will be banned here at Shizhen Auction House. Security, get them both out of here. It seemed that you had a bad reception.
Ah, no problem. Didn't you want to tell me something?
Is your mom a member of CHU family in the imperial capital?
Yes.
Your Aunt King lost one leg and one kidney. Someone from the CHU family in the imperial capital came to buy that information, and I immediately intercepted you, your relatives, and those people involved in that. Everyone.
Who committed the murder? Do you know?
There was no lead, and investigation is still ongoing.
I was really worried at that time, without knowing the true family status in the imperial capital.
Chu-Ching, how are you?
Chenxi's and aunt.
Boss, mistress.
Chu-Ching, I heard that you will be talking the exam to join the university. You should go study a lot. Going out like this, you can do it any time after you join.
Aunt seems worried about me and Jiayu's relationship. Don't worry, I will be okay.
Mom, go ahead. I have something to say to Chu-Ching. Chu-Ching, finally, we met.
The auction will start shortly. Don't you need to go in?
What An Yi said before, don't take it seriously.
Of course not. Boss cares about you, so she makes you her favorite son-in-law.
By the way, is there any special medal in this place?
You and Missy go first to the room. I will give you information later.
Then there was a super executive room for the two of them.
The spiritual stone that you said really appeared in the auction.
Yes, there are 5 of them. Here's a nice drink. Take this.
You are giving me tea with milk while you drink wine.
I forgot that in this world, women like alcohol drinks. Especially you, Chengxi.
If you don't like to see women drinking, then I can stop.
Then looking for an opportunity, Yu Chengxi pulled Chu King's hand quickly and placed it on her breasts to tease him.
Now, let's drink as much we want, just the two of us.
Oh man, this perfume of her. She really wants me to do it.
I bought May clothes and bunny ears, just like you asked last time.
Then he imagined Chengxi wearing a cute bunny character-made costume. He thought it would be more interesting if Chengxi changed now. After a few seconds, Chengxi changed positions and began to seduce Chu Qing into doing what she wanted.
She is really sexy. This enticing woman is in my hand now. Her physique, it is tempting me.
Without waiting for long, a golden opportunity, Chu Qing immediately grabs Chengxi's sexy lips. Before the next round, Jiayu suddenly walks into the room and calls out to Chu Qing. Seeing Jiayu, they were both shocked and fell silent while putting on disappointed faces.
Sorry for interfering. Please continue.
Forget it. Let's continue what we were doing.
The auction will start shortly, maybe next time.
Oh, are you embarrassed now?
If it wasn't for Jiayu that was spying on us, I would make you feel defenseless.
Meanwhile, Jiayu was still standing at the door eavesdropping on them.
Sorry for disturbing your activity, but I am handling some information here.
After that, Jiayu gave them tablets to see the information he got.
Is this every item in this auction? There's nothing here with any spiritual golden material from God that could free my sword.
A piece of meteor is in list. Well, here it is. Don't underestimate that one, just because it's tiny. It is so dense that there are hundreds of kilograms inside of it. And if normal guns use this type of material, it would be enough to transform it into a magical weapon. And it is still hot. When I studied it, I almost got burned.
Apparently this can turn into a pan that gathers energy and it's pollution-free.
On the other hand, Chengxi laughed out loud, because hearing the conversation between the two of them.
Sir Chu's eyes are too high. I won't bother you anymore. Mistress, look if there is anything you want here.
Then Chengxi saw an item that made her curious, because the shape and material of the item was good, and the carvings dominated.
Do you want it?
No, this item is probably hunted by everyone, and even if I get it, I can't protect it.
Chu Qing was surprised after looking closely at the tomb, and began to realize that this item was like a Daewon.
It isn't about the wine, but the bowl. Isn't this the material I was searching for?
If you beg me, I can unwillingly take you to see the real thing.
If the bronze pot is really a spirit material, I will have to pay serious consideration to it.
A few seconds. There was the sound of someone bidding on the item at 100 million.
That was Tang Zian? What are they auctioning now? Tang Zian went as far as calling for 100 million.
Then the formula book became the property of Tang Zian, because the price offered by her was the highest.
Who had the power to auction off Tang family's recipe? Is it the Li family?
I don't think it is that simple. Tang family's internal struggles must have contributed to this. I will head over and ask.
After finishing talking with Jiayu, Chuqing was surprised to hear the sound of people hiccuping. After looking over, she saw Chengxi quietly drinking wine, and finished 5 bottles of cans.
Hee hee, I can't stop myself. If you don't like it, I will stay away from now on.
Chengxi, how old are you? Do you even care about anything else other than fooling around with men?
Huh, your temperature is fine, but you are like a different person. What's wrong with thinking about relationships? Do you not care at all?
A while ago I asked you to teach a woman a lesson, remember? The people you used back then are all dead. Antha killed them.
My mom killed my women? No way, why?
Think about it. You are the heir of the family, and yet your mom didn't give you any power. Do you know why? Aunt, you got assaulted and almost died. It was only because she sensed danger that she let you in on family matters. But what about you? You don't know your own family matters. You don't even care about the disaster happening in the Tang family right now? What if you suddenly become the head of your family and this problem falls in your hands? What will you do?
You sound like my mom. If you keep talking like an old man instead of a 17 years old, you'll stop being cute.
You think I want to care? I just don't want my woman to die without knowing why herself. I have to take care of the funeral and take revenge if that happens.
These things are so annoying. It is not like you will leave me, right?
I will definitely. Ignore you.
I knew you couldn't leave me.
After that, Chengxi left to go home, and Chuqing sat on the sofa thinking about Chengxi's saying.
The next time we meet, I will eat you up.
Your 5 pieces made 5 million. You have 3 mil after the 2 mil commission. Do you want cash or have me keep it as credit?
Credit. By the way, who bought Kyongjiang in the end?
I know the buyer, but I can't tell you. Auction rules.
Well, sorry, I shouldn't have asked. What I'm interested in, however, is not Kyongjiang itself, but the bronze container.
That bronze pot? Could it be a treasure? Did I misjudge its value? I thought I saw through Chuqing, but he is still a box full of mystery.
Then Chuqing just smiled and looked at Jiayu. Maybe Jiayu would understand Chuqing's aura. Feeling Chuqing's aura for too long, Jiayu screamed and sweat ran down his face.
Quit showing off that tongshu of yours. The bronze pot is indeed a treasure, but it is useless for you.
Okay. Oh, shouldn't be using my level of tongshu on you. I won't do it again.
Very well. If that's all, then I will get going.
Do you have something urgent to do? Why leave so soon? I know a good place I would like to take you to.
Bro, I had to slip out of my house and had to pause on finishing my assignments. I have classes tomorrow. Do you think could?
Ah, I forgot that you are still a student. Go on and do your homework like a good boy.
Next, at high speed, Chuqing drove home in the newest car he'd just bought.
I hope Dad hasn't figured out that I am gone. Oh, well, I was at least able to do what I planned at the auction. If I can get a hold of that pot, the sheath problem will be solved. Next, all I need to do is form an alliance, similar to the auction house or the family. After all, I am longer that solo swordsman with no attachment to this world. I have family, friends, people I love.
When she passed through the forest on either side of the road, there was a sign warning that the road was under construction, and the signpost told to turn left.
Weird. Why can't I see any cars around here? And there was no construction when I came to the auction.
Chuqing was suddenly surprised by a bright light from the sky.
What a powerful murderous aura. What is that?
Then he stopped the car in the bushes, and he entered the bushes to see what happened. Arriving at the scene, Chuqing saw several people talking to one person. There was one group headed by an old lady with a stick. And another was a female assassin who gave off a terrifying aura.
Who is that in the pupil robe? Her aura is stronger than the other 6 combined.
Then the old granny started talking to the robe lady. She wanted what items the robe lady was carrying. And the granny called the robe lady by the name Jianwu. Upon hearing the name Jianwu, Chu Qing immediately remembered what Chengxi had said.
You martial artists abused your power to take away a belonging of our country. Do you have no shame?
Shit. This is nowhere here severe enough for a purple robe like yourself to police. Where is your judgment order?
Judgment order? Probably the token to take action from the Janwu department.
Of course, I'll start first, old lady.
Then the cloaked woman Jianwu at high speed directly attacked the old woman and prepared a punch. The old woman was surprised by the sudden attack. Then she was hit until she bounced back with her guard. In less than 30 minutes, the old woman's troops were all defeated.
That woman is ruthless. She killed all 6 of them in the blink of an eye.
Then the Jianwu lady searched for the items she needed and started to open the trunk of the car. After opening, she found the item she was looking for, which was a pot.
The pot? So they were at the auction?
Then Jianwu woman was shocked to hear the sound of whispering.
Who's there? Show yourself immediately.
Then Chu Qing came out of the bush.
If I said I just happened to be passing by, would you believe me?
I believe you, but...
Suddenly, the Jianwu woman uses her disappearing skill to attack Chu Qing with a punch like before.
But I will have to ask you to die.
But Chu Qing easily parried the punch and prepared to strike back.
It is not good for a woman to be so irritable.
The Jianwu woman was surprised to see a sword aimed right at her head, and she quickly managed to avoid it by jumping up. While still on top, she prepares to attack again. And her foot kick hits Chu Qing right in the face. Chu Qing, who saw his handsome face hit by an ugly woman's shoe, he showed an angry face. Jianwu woman is shocked by Chu Qing's face. Casually, Chu Qing showed her how to hit properly. Until Jianwu's woman bounced 10 meters away.
You will have to do more than that if you want to silence me.
Are you looking for death?
Not until here, the Jianwu woman's energy suddenly grew stronger and prepared a mainstay weapon. Then, she took out a pistol from a suit covered with powerful spiritual energy.
That murderous aura is terrifyingly strong.
Then, without saying much, the Jianwu woman shot Chu Qing directly, aiming for the head. At that time, Chu Qing was shocked, because her sword defense could be penetrated by a single bullet. Then the bullet emitted a white light, and ended with a powerful explosion. The Jianwu woman looked and smiled, then she walked towards the car where the pot was. After arriving at the car, she took the pot with a happy feeling because the mission was successful. But the pleasure was only temporary. She was suddenly pierced by something and felt pain. When she looked back, she was shocked that a sword had pierced her body. And it turned out that Chu Qing was still alive with serious injuries. Chu Qing slowly withdrew the sword, and the woman fell down helplessly.
This bullet's murderous aura is overwhelming. I have to seal it right away.
Then Chu Qing sat up and tried to heal herself. However, suddenly his left shoulder felt like it had exploded, causing him a lot of pain.
The bullet's murderous aura won't back down. Even if I managed to seal it, it would break loose and try to kill me soon after. It seems to just be a normal gun. Looks like the aura was stored within the bullet. This bullet must be specifically designed to deal with martial artists.
The screen changed in Manhwa's apartment. While she was playing on the computer, Chu Qing suddenly opened the door while falling down with severe injuries. Seeing Chu Qing weak and helpless, she is afraid that Chu Qing will die.
What happened? Should I take you to the hospital?
Don't worry. I won't die anytime soon. You need to cut the rotting flesh out of my wound.
This is really bad. I can't do that. I can't hurt you. Sister, she could do it for sure.
After a phone call, Chengxi came and saw Chu Qing's sad state. She also didn't have the heart to hurt Chu Qing, but not doing so would endanger Chu Qing's life. Then Chengxi quickly performed surgery to remove the spiritual bullet marks that were still inside Chu Qing's body. On the other hand, Manhwa saw the operation, unable to bear the blooded state of Chu Qing. A few minutes later, Chu Qing's surgery was completed. With his neck still bandaged, he was still unconscious.
Are you feeling better?
Don't worry. He is fine.
Hwawa was too scared to hurt me, so she called the Chengsi to do it. This makes things really awkward for me.
Hwawa, go get Chuching some water.
Suddenly the atmosphere became scary after Hwawa left, and the door was closed.
What's this? You've been hanging out with Hwawa behind my back.
So scary. What? You are allowed to have multiple men by your side, but I can't have multiple women by mine.
So you were saying if I went looking for other men you wouldn't care?
You have that right. Whether I accept it or not is a different story.
You and your double standard.
This society is unfair to begin with. If you can't accept that you can leave me at any time.
Hearing Chu King's words, Chengxi gave off the aura of an angry mother to her child.
Fine. But why did you choose to go to her place instead of mine?
Did she really get over it just like that? Ooh, so much nagging.
So why don't you fill me in on what happened last night?
I killed a messenger from Jianwu.
Hearing that, Chengxi and Hua were shocked to death.
You what?
She wanted to kill me. I had no other choice.
Interesting. You got hit by a Wang Chuan and survived.
Is that bullet called a Wang Chuan?
Yes. This bullet is a nightmare for us martial practitioners. Luckily, it's not easy to make, so there's a low supply of them. Not everyone in the Jianwu department has it. What rank was the messenger?
I don't know, but she was wearing a purple robe.
They are ranked from red to yellow, green, blue, and finally purple, similar to us martial artists, where purple is the lowest rank. Normally, only a green messenger has the right to own one of these bullets. What kind of dogshit luck do you have to meet a purple robe with I Wang Quan?
How do martial artists rank themselves then?
Aren't you one yourself? How could you not know?
Then Chu Qing told them about his experience with a book called Rulai Shenjian. Before he finished his story, Chengxi told him to stop.
All right, stop. If you don't want to say it, can you not make up this bullshit of a story to entertain me? Martial artists are divided into 5 ranks as well, starting from Ru, then Wu, Zi, Hua, and finally Shen. Each domain is 9 level.
What domain are you at?
Wu domain 9, almost breaking into Wu rank.
I recovered all night, but there's no more time. I have to get to school now. Dad must have found out I was gone last night. I have to go to a school today.
Don't move. Your body is still recovering. You ain't going anywhere with that kind of wound. You can do whatever you want after a few days of rest.
She is right.
Then Chu Qing opened the bandage around his neck and showed all the wounds, so that Chengxi would believe that all the wounds had been completely healed.
What? Are you even human? Surviving Wang Chuan is one thing, but recovering from it in such a short time too? By the way, how did you manage to stop the aura of Wang Chuan from spreading?
It is simple. Want to learn?
Being able to deal with Wang Chuan is already unbelievable. It's something every martial artist would dream to know how to do. Would you really teach me?
Sure, but I need to go to class now or I will be late.
Wait up, Chu Qing.
After Chu Qing left them, Chengxi looked angry at Hua. She passed by Hua without saying anything and ignored Hua's words. When she got to the door, she also closed the door tightly, which scared Hua, because she was afraid of being considered an enemy by Chengxi. The screen changes in the classroom and the teacher is seen teaching. But when the lesson starts, Chu Qing falls asleep in class. On the other hand, her friend Kaoran tried to wake Chu Qing up, but Chu Qing didn't listen. A few seconds later, the teacher came and kicked the table. Suddenly Chu Qing was shocked to death.
Go stand outside. I will get your parents to come here this evening.
Can you not?
You dare to talk back? First you sleep in class and now you talk back to me. Who do you think you are? I don't care if you don't want to learn, but if you affect others, then that's a problem.
We understand, ma'am. It's our fault.
Song Kaoran is apologizing. I guess I should too. Yes, teacher, it was my fault. I promise not to affect the others next time I sleep.
Then all the students in the class shouted and laughed to hear Chu Qing speak excitedly.
All right, Chu Qing. If you want to sleep, go ahead. Song Chaoran, if you fail to get top 10 this exam, I am calling your parents. I want to let your parents see how you wasted yourself in school for a mere boy.
Miss, it was my fault, so why are you picking on her? Can you let me take the exam for her instead?
You? Sure, why not? If you can't do it, I won't stop at simply calling your parents over, but also make you two do a self-reflection essay, so you could embarrass yourself in the Monday assembly in front of everyone's school. Then everyone would know the harm of young love and stay away from it.
Young love? Me and Song Kaoran? This girl likes me?
On another screen, the school bell rang and Tang Ziyan was seen tidying up her books. While sitting at ease, a friend suddenly informed her that Chu Qing was cheating on her. Hearing the word cheating, Tang Ziyan was shocked and started walking to find Chu Qing. In the school hallway, Kaorin is seen being bullied by Tang Ziyan's friends. Because she is considered to be the one who caused problems with Chu Qing, Tang Ziyan's close friend undermined Kaorin's strength because she looked weak. Kaorin could only be silent and could not do anything, because she herself. Then Tang Ziyan searched for Chu Qing's whereabouts. Until the front door, she saw Chu Qing relaxing on the table. Then she went into the classroom, and Tang Ziyan was shocked to see Chu Qing crying alone.
Chu Qing, are you okay?
Oh, you are here. What's up? I am so sleepy.
I heard about what happened, so I came to see you and take you out for lunch.
Bad news sure travel fast.
I am sorry, it was all because of me.
I am the one who slept in class and got you in trouble. Why are you bearing the blame? Are you actually in love with me? Guess I am right. She looks embarrassed. I am joking. Hope you don't mind. Kaorin, you are a good woman and you will always be my friend. I live for 3 lifetimes and this is my first time friend-zoning someone.
From behind, Tang Ziyan is not happy to see them hugging. The screen changed to the coffee shop, where there were Chu Qing, Tang Ziyan, and Yan Yao.
You have nothing that matches our Zion other than your pretty face, and you dare hug another woman in front of her. Apologize right now.
Da Yan Yao, was it? There are so many followers chasing Tang Ziyan around, but why doesn't she apologize to me?
Are you jealous that Zion is not paying enough attention to you?
I don't need her spoiling me, and if anything, I should be the one spoiling her.
Hearing Chu Qing say that, Yan Yao held back her laughter, because she thought Chu Qing was a weak person.
Okay, I am waiting. But you have to be stronger than me to do that, otherwise how are you going to do it?
Sure, just you wait.
All jokes aside, Chu Qing, I hereby warn you to stay away from another woman. Also, you ought to change that rebellious attitude of yours. I want soft words and smiles, do you understand? I am talking to you. Did you hear me?
Hearing that Yan Yao had talked too much, Chu Qing then pulled the shirt and gave a warning.
You want me to distance myself from women? Do you count? Should I stay away from you as well?
Hearing Chu Qing's serious words, Yan Yao began to panic and get scared.
And not. Yun Yao, head back first.
With an annoyed face, Yan Yao stood up and started to leave the two of them.
Are you mad that I didn't say a word just now?
No, I am different from other men, so you better not expect anything special from me. I am serious when I say I love you, so you can rely on me sometimes.
Oh. Really? I am looking forward. Oh, that reminds me, the formula you gave me was tested by my lab and was not something that can help with the cultivation of martial arts. It was a recipe for poison.
Impossible. I am plenty sure the formula that I gave her was for cultivation boosting.
That formula was special, the lab couldn't fully understand it to this day. That said, the poison is still an important asset for the Tang family, so I will be taking it. Give a price.
Just take it. That cultivation booster is poison for martial artists? I have to go do my research on this.
No way. If you think you can buy me off with this formula, you would be ridiculing me.
I do not have that intention in the slightest. What's good price?
200 million.
What the hell? 200 million. If I sell off all the recipes I have, I would be rich by now. Deal. I do want to buy some herbs from you, though. Anta wants more of those elixirs. I could start buying them from Tang family so I don't have to get GU to do it for me anymore.
Don't tell me you are trying to make elixirs.
Why can't I?
There is not a single man that is good at making elixir in this country. But if it is you, then it might be possible. I look forward to it.
This world is way too hostile for men.
Unexpectedly, Tang Ziyan's ring finger suddenly took the side of the food that was still attached to Chu Qing's cheek, and she took it to eat, because she was curious about the taste.
What are you doing?
Aren't men supposed to be embarrassed at times like this? Listen, stop training martial arts. I am serious. If it is for self-defense, I could protect you instead. You don't look too good today. It is probably because of the side effects of training. This is a healing med from my family, take it. I warn you, don't learn martial arts again. If I see you training again, we are through. I don't want my future husband to be not able.
Cultivating ancient martial arts leads to infertility?
Then day turns into night. The apartment where Chu Qing lives is seen.
I am back. I wonder if Dad noticed I was gone last night.
In less than a second, his father pulls his shirt and looks angry.
You naughty son. You come back home now?
Stop, Dad. My bad.
Still scolding Chu-Cheng, suddenly someone called his father. At that moment his father turned his head and was surprised at who came.
It was my fault. I got drunk last night and Chu-Cheng had to take care of me.
The Chengxi. Why is she here? And what is she talking about? She got drunk and I had to take care of her, a man and woman in a room all alone. What do you think my dad would imagine?
After seeing Chengxi coming, the father suddenly reflected on his mistake. Then Chu-Cheng invited Chengxi into the room to talk about something important.
So why did you come see me?
Here, take this med.
Tang family's healing med?
Looks like you no longer need it. I should had expected this. You are Miss Tang's boyfriend after all. You won't be lacking anything.
Who said I don't need it? I will be needing any present you prepare. Which reminds me, I should teach you the Hua to deal with Wang Chuan right now.
Are you sure about that? The technique is more valuable than life.
What's there to be unsure about? Come here.
And the two began to equalize forces, so that the connection of forces could be equalized. Then we can see the spiritual streams connecting with each other, and giving off a strong aura. But not for long. Chengxi was in pain because her body couldn't withstand that much spiritual power. Chengxi bounced back. Fortunately, Chu-Cheng was ready to catch her quickly. With her body immobilized, Chu-Cheng gave Chengxi some medicinal herbs to see if they worked or not.
Why is this happening? Anywhere my Reiki passed by, the meridian is damaged. Luckily, we have Tang family's elixir here. When I was healing my Reiki was not passing through the meridian but the body instead.
Then remembering the difference between Chengxi's body and her mother's, Chu-Cheng gave additional Reiki to heal Chengxi.
Are you still in pain?
Nope, it was comfortable.
No wonder Tangzian said the formula was poison. Wait a minute. What if the irregularity of the meridian is the biggest difference between men and women in this world? I'd better get a hold on an ancient martial arts book.
Can you do that again? It felt great.
Get up right now or I will kick you out.
Didn't you say you were studying? How did you get to the bed while studying?
Dad, it is not what you think.
Uncle, I felt sick so I lied on this bed. I will take my leave. See you next time.
There's really nothing between me and her. I will go ahead and sleep. I can deal with the irregular meridian issue later, but what's important now is crafting the sheath.
The screen changed in the middle of the night in a place with police lines.
Interesting. Someone got hit by Wang Chuan but only left a few blood traces on scene. The way that person killed don't seem to be ancient martial arts, but a more natural way. Could it be a man?
Miss, what was that?
Oh, nothing. I suspect the killer didn't leave Jinwen. Go check on all major hospital, then trace the healing med from the black market. Send someone to investigate the auction on the night of the murder.
Understood. Miss, are we going to Jinmen?
Yup, my family arranged a fiancé for me there. He is the son of the 6th daughter of the Chu family. I heard he is quite the catch, so I will be checking him out.
Then the screen switches, where Chu-Cheng suddenly coughs. And in position, he prepares to scramble the pot into goodies. The pot started flying and spinning around the area around the Chu-Cheng. With full concentration, finally the pot formed a scabbard for the spiritual sword.
Finally. Now that I have my scabbard, any damage my sword sustains won't last and it will return to its original form.
Then Chu-Cheng had the idea to turn the two into a unique item. In less than 15 seconds, the sword and scabbard became a monster-like mask.
That messenger saw my face, so I had to deal with her, but now that I have this mask, I don't have to worry about being seen. What's so special about this Qiongjiang? So many were fighting over it.
Little Chu-Cheng, you were such a tease last night. I forgot to talk bussiness with you. My mom said to come over for dinner tonight. You restaurant's secret dishes. I will waiting.
At night in your restaurant, the crescent moon illuminates the night. At the dining table, the three of them were ready to discuss important business.
Chu-Cheng, is that boosting elixir you showed us ready? There's been a lot of activity in the Li family as of late, so if you have any requests, just say so.
I'm still waiting on the herbs. I will be done latest by next week.
Next week? That's fine. Name your price.
I don't need money. Instead, I want to take a look at the family's cultivation techniques. Did I say something wrong?
I refuse. The book was passed down generation to generation, and it's worth more than our lives. An outsider will never possess it.
Those techniques are that important to them?
Chu-Ching, a boy like you training for ancient martial arts, I won't end well. Let me advise you to quit now.
Why is it a problem for men to train for it?
If Chu-Ching becomes one of us, he can read the book, right?
Sure, but only after Chu-Ching marries into the Yu family.
I will not marry into any family. I will only wed someone into mine.
It's a law since ancient times for men to marry into the women's family, and the Yu family will not tolerate this. There's nothing to discuss.
Hearing Chu-Ching and her mother disagreeing with each other and not getting anywhere, Changxi was saddened to see it all.
What is wrong with men training for ancient arts? They are all so vague on this. Maybe I should go ask Jiayu and take my 2 million from him while I am there.
After finishing her meal at the restaurant, Chu-Ching went straight to Jiayu's house to ask him something he was still curious about.
Damn dude, where did you get that much money? Did you sell those rocks in secret? Why didn't you let me in?
Mind your own business. I need to get a book on ancient martial arts cultivation. Do you know how?
You are joking, right? That is not something I can find easily. Why are you interested? Are you cultivating already?
My technique has some issues, so I am thinking of changing my style.
US men would be in trouble for cultivating, and now you are telling me you want to change style.
What is with men cultivating? Why is it so strange to do so?
It is not that we can't cultivate. Seems like you've never heard of this saying. To start cultivating, one must first be castrated.
Hearing Jiayu's explanation, Chu-Ching was surprised by his requirements. Then Chu-Ching realized that in today's world, if a man wants to learn martial arts, he has to change gender.
Are the old martial arts really dangerous to men?
The old martial arts aren't smithing a man can do. To achieve the highest level, they need to be castrated. You didn't know that.
Shit, Tangzi and Adantha were right. Now I feel like a total jerk.
But since I'm your friend, if you really want to practice and go far in them, I can help you getting in contract with a hospital to schedule your castration super fast.
Shut up your mouth. You don't need to worry about my business. Now I want a bundle of old self-defense techniques. Where can I buy that?
Brother, I have all you can imagine here. But something like that, and I don't think you can buy it anywhere. Even with the Jinmin family, no one can sell it.
It will be complicated. To practice old martial arts here, I didn't expect that those women monopolize them that much. They are afraid that if men learn the exercises, then they will lose power.
Some packages from Tong family arrived.
The medicinal ingredients arrived. Now I can make the medicines.
Then in the middle of the night, there was still a lively atmosphere. On the other hand, in the room he had a new pot, and wanted to combine the pot with spiritual pills into a mask that could increase strength.
Fabricating pills is way too hard, but with this mask it made that process easier.
And the mask is placed on the left chest. The mask gives a 30% increase in strength and also gives a physical overload effect. Hearing the noise from inside the room, Hua then tried to check what happened to Chu-Ching.
Come in, I'm already done.
What are you doing?
I am making pills.
You made pills. Is not that a thing that only an alchemist family like Tong family can do?
Do you think I am lying?
So, you finished the pills. Are you heading home now?
Then Chu-Ching immediately hugged Hua tightly, followed by a passionate lip kiss, until the peak of extraordinary pleasure.
Want me to stay or go home?
Of course, I want you to stay.
Huihua is the girl that most appears to be a normal woman from my world. But I am shocked because her reacting while talking wasn't shy.
Then Chu-Ching carried Hua to the bed. With an impatient face, he threw Hua on the bed with a top position.
Wait, we can't do that today. I am on my period. You are still underaged. If you make me pregnant, it wouldn't be nice for you and for me. And I am afraid that rumors will spread around.
Shouldn't this be what men say to women? What do you mean? Are you saying I'm not responsible enough?
Chu-Ching.
The night was replaced by a bright morning in the city.
Fucking hell. I didn't sleep well last night.
Just finished lamenting his fate. Suddenly someone called him from behind.
My sister told me to find you and bring you to her.
What? And do you know what she wants with me?
I don't know, you going to be my brother-in-law?
Does that brother your sister? Or do you like Tang Ziyan?
No. The girl I like is Dao Yunyao. Don't tell that to anyone.
Ah, yes, he likes women without brains like Dao Yunyao. I can help you getting Dao Yunyao, but you need to promise me that you are going to stop talking that shameful way.
Men aren't like that, don't you get shy.
Ah, yes, I forgot that in this world men are the feminine ones.
If you help me, I will be able to be with Dao Yunyao.
If you do everything like I say, I promise that she will even want to date you. If she doesn't want to, I will force and threaten her.
On the other screen, Changxi was waiting for them with cold milk tea.
Hey, why did you come to see me?
Are you thirsty? Drink this milk tea first.
Milk tea? With ice?
And my drink? Sister, why are you so cruel?
There's no drink for you. Chu-Ching, drink it fast, or it will taste bad.
What happened with the Chengxi? Did she get mad because of yesterday?
I waited in line for a long time to buy this, so drink everything.
Unsuspecting of Changxi, he confidently drank the milk tea because it was delicious. But it wasn't until the drink was finished that Chu-Ching was startled and felt dizzy. Then he also saw Changxi feel all shaky. Unable to endure the dizziness and drowsiness, the milk tea she was holding fell over, and Chu-King's body began to fall slowly. Before falling on the road, Changxi quickly pushed Chu-King into the car, and immediately closed the car door. Her younger brother, who saw this, was shocked and could only stay silent with a silly expression on his face. Changxi told him to hurry home. On the other hand, Changxi immediately stepped on the gas, leaving her younger brother behind. At night in a grand hotel, Chu-Ching opened his eyes and was immediately surprised to see Changxi sitting on his banana.
What the hell? What are you doing?
Don't move too much. It is my first time. It might hurt a lot for me.
Without hesitation, Changxi immediately gave him a passionate kiss. And she already wanted her hole to be penetrated by Chu-King's banana. 2 hours passed. The two had already done an amazing thing. The Changxi hole was successfully entered by Chu-Ching.
Didn't you say that you had 35 boyfriends? Why didn't you get any experience with them?
I only control them, and nothing more. And who said boyfriends are only used to do that? This is for you.
This is the old martial arts from the family.
Now you have to be mine, so you can open this book.
Don't worry, I already consider you my wife, and I am willing to do anything for you.
You don't need to do for me, and I am willing to do anything to help you too. That's important, since you are my future husband.
Then, without realizing it, Chu-Ching kissed Changxi directly, and Chu-Ching had a plan to give a little spiritual power to Changxi through the mouth.
What did you put my mouth?
Something good, you will find out shortly. There it is. It is incredible. I don't know who started the old martial arts, but the woman who created the old system of martial arts in this world thrilled me, even me being a man. Women in this world are born with changes in their meridians. Since they absorb much spiritual power, they separate to use old martial arts, to transform spiritual power into internal strength. But men don't have the corresponding skill to absorb spiritual power. If they practice ancient martial arts, they will explode and die. The emergence of old martial arts changed women's power and made them dominate the world. Maybe I can hand the method of this old martial art to make men practice it without hurting themselves.
On the other hand, Changxi tried to concentrate on increasing her spiritual power. Then she was surprised by the drastic increase in spiritual power.
Chu-Ching, what did you give me? I was able to break Wujing barrier. Now I am in the 3rd layer of the Wujing kingdom.
That's Kinji. That is beneficial to women improve their old martial arts.
Kaienji, where did you get that?
That's a secret of chastity.
Oh, right. Because of that, let's see if you're still stronger than I am.
Then Changxi wanted to try new power on Chu-King. But Chu-King easily fended her off with one hand. The area in the room shook, due to the effect of the collision of the two spiritual energies. After that, she pulled Changxi's hand away, and started seducing Changxi again with a more romantic temptation for round 2.
You still have Kaienji. Give me a little bit more, so we can do the thing we did before.
Why are you acting like that? Wasn't it sufficient?
Then Changxi pushed Chu-Ching to get into a good position to serve him again.
Even though I broke the 3rd layer, I am still the Changxi that dominates. I will show it to you again.
As the screen switches to the school hallway, Chu-Ching looks exhausted from last night's 2 rounds with Chengxi. Then he saw Yunyao standing alone in the school hallway. In a loud voice, Yunyao said that Chu-Ching was waiting for Tang Ziyan in the room. Hearing that, Chu-Ching was shocked and felt that something bad was going to happen. Then Chu-Ching walked into the sports office and met Tang Ziyan.
Where did you go last night? What were you doing?
A hotel. I sleep with Chengxi.
Chu-Ching, do you feel no shame right now? I am your girlfriend and you have the balls to tell me that to my face so easily. You are shameless.
Then I will ask, if we stay together, I will be your only companion and husband in Tang family?
No, my family doesn't allow that.
If that's so, we have the rights to do the same.
How can men and women be the same? Are you telling me you want to be a woman?
I don't want to be a woman. I am just myself. You don't get it. But yet I will have to show the world what the sword human means.
Human. You really need to study.
Didn't you say that you don't understand me? If you can't accept me right now, then we can only follow our own paths from now on.
Do you want to leave like that without saying anything? Is that the type of man that you want to be? Besides that, aren't all men like that? Without responsibilities? Whatever it is, say it.
Whatever you want to say it.
I admit that I like you a lot, and a husband position must be yours in the future. But what happened left me angry. I'd love to kill that Chensi.
I won't let you do that.
Yes, I know that if I kill her, you'd be very sad, and that would be problematic, so I've decided to give you a chance. I heard that you and Yi Chensi had an arm wrestling match. Let's do one too. If I win, I will let you go, but if you lose, I will cut her hands.
Is that it?
Yes, only this. I doubt you can beat me in a competition of strength.
Okay, then let's do this.
After the two agreed to an arm wrestling match, they both took their positions, and both said they would not lose in strength. The arm wrestling match began. Both of them unleashed their strength on each other, which made the surrounding area dangerous. Tang Ziyan seriously increased her strength.
Shit, Tang Ziyan's martial kingdom is stronger than the Chengxi. Shit, if I lose, Chengxi will lose both her hands.
When Chu-Ching could not withstand Tang Ziyan's strength, he quietly used spiritual pills to increase his strength. By absorbing the pills, Chu-Ching's energy began to increase, and his body was enveloped in spiritual power. After all the power entered into the body, Chu-Ching easily defeated Tang Ziyan.
How's that possible?
Keep your promise, honey.
Chu-Ching, this time I will forget that you cheated on me, but if I find out that you cheated again, don't forget that your girlfriend is me, Tang Ziyan. Even if we don't marry each other, I won't get off your back. I will keep you in my life forever.
Next, the screen switches to night in Chu-Ching's apartment. Not long after, Chu-Ching was already in front of the entrance and opened the door slowly.
Chu-Ching, you said you were doing extracurricular activities, and you wouldn't get home early tonight.
Yeah, my teacher is occupied today, so I thought about coming home earlier.
Are you Chu-King? My name is Gong Yue, and I am your fiancé.
Gong Yu, you can have dinner whenever you want here, but don't say shits like that. I don't have a fiancé.
Your aunt didn't tell you? I have a copy of the marriage contract here, and I can show you.
I have no idea who this Chu Anlin that signed this contract is. Hear it said that I should marry you, but I don't know him or her, so have a good life.
Doesn't matter if Mr. Chu doesn't know her, but your parents will, right?
Who signed that contract was Chu family's chief, and also my mom and your grandmother.
It seems that this Chu Anlin has a lot of influence over my parents. And this fatty is really bold. She is threatening my parents in front of me.
After that, Chu-Ching tore up the arranged marriage agreement letter, because he didn't want it to be unilaterally approved.
You really did that. You are very brave. It is easy to tear a paper, but hard what's inside it. Caution, Grandma Chu's emotions aren't pleasant. But don't worry, I won't tell anything to Grandma, for your good.
This whale, fat girls, needs to be beaten up. Mom, Dad, I will go have dinner out.
Then I will go with you, so we can develop feelings for each other. It seems that you don't want to help your parents, and that's beyond my imagination. I will rate it to tenths.
Regardless that I have a small rate, I've been wanting to beat the shit out of you for a while. Shit, she's fast.
Wow, can't you just compliment me? We can't start like that. We just met. How can you say that you wanted to beat me for a long time?
Your logic is completely wrong. I will start whenever I know your family.
I am the lady from a family worthy of Dong, and I have the desire to marry you. Why don't you like it? You should be grateful.
Thanks, but I don't care.
After jumping, Chuching tried to attack Gong Yue, but she successfully parried, making Chuching surprised with her great strength.
Shit, my leg hurts a lot. This woman is even stronger than Tang Zian.
You are so handsome. How could you have so much anger? That's not good for your face.
If this fight continues at this pace, I will surely get hurt.
At that moment, he realized that he couldn't win with his bare hands against Gong Yue. Then Chuching started to take out his spiritual sword and prepared to attack. Seeing Chuching take out the sword, she was shocked and started to substitute a new plan.